Hello friends, welcome to another After Hours video. That's never good. Oh, pretty special for a pretty special night. This time we are at Magic Kingdom. We've done Hollywood Studios, we've done Epcot, and tonight we are checking out what After Hours is like at the Magic Kingdom. Now this isn't like one of Mickey's holiday parties. The lines are going to be short and the snacks are going to be included, which is why After Hours is some of our favorite events. For the last two After Hours, we rode 8 rides in each park. Tonight, I dare say we're going to completely blow that number out of the water. For one, the rides are a lot closer together, so we have a shorter distance to walk. Also, the queues are more compact here, and there's just more rides available. But we hope to knock out the top ones. Number one, of course, being Tron, and second being Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. During the day, wait times for Mine Train can soar. Today, earlier I seen that it was over an hour and a half. Insanity. Even though personally I do think it is the best ride here at Magic Kingdom, and I hope to ride it at least twice tonight. So let's get started. As usual, you can get into the park at 7. Event starts at 10, but of course we got some fireworks in between there and some time to get a little bit of dinner and settle in for what's going to be a late night. Let's go. I'm sure it's impossible to tell, but fireworks just got out. They were great as always. Park's open for another hour before After Hours starts at 10. It runs from 10 to 1 a.m. tonight. I think it's time, now that we got a little bit of coffee, we've seen some nice fireworks, it's time to fit in a few rides before the event even starts. So After Hours has actually officially just started. We already got in 3 rides though. The People Mover, Space Ranger Spin, and Astro Orbiter. Astro Orbiter was our first time riding it tonight. It probably will be our last. That is not built for one very tall man and one girl with a big booty. So it was fun though. That ate up the time from the fireworks show until now when the party started. So snack lines will be pretty long. I'm gonna see if I can find a short one and get my first snack of the evening. And if you've watched my other After Hours, you know that it has to be a Mickey ice cream sandwich because it's the best. Let's go. At a short order, I am back. That was the fastest treat line I have ever been to at an After Hours event. They actually had 2 right next to each other. Fantastic. And to top it all off, I have a perfectly intact Mickey sandwich. You know, if you go to the parks, how rare that is. So pretty special for a pretty special night. We are definitely gonna gobble these down and then head to Fantasyland. I think the best way to do these After Hours events is to start with the least popular and work your way to the most popular. As the night gets later, people wear out and leave, leaving you open to chain ride some of the best rides here in the park. I'm coming for you, Mine Train. Since I last talked to you, we rode Space Mountain and Peter Pan's Flight, and then we hightailed it over to catch the Enchantment fireworks show. Which do you guys like better? Do you like the Enchantment or do you like Happily Ever After? I'm pretty torn, but because of the musical score, I think I like Happily Ever After a little bit better. But the fireworks in Enchantment, I think are better. We got our second round of snacks. I just got some popcorn here and a water. Might have another soda maybe a little bit later in the night. We have an hour and a half-ish left in the event, and we're going to ride all the big rides now. I wanted to talk ever so briefly about the popcorn situation. I don't know if it's new or if it's here in the Magic Kingdom, but they are serving exclusively little teeny tiny boxes of pre-made popcorn. And guys, it's stale. That's never good. It's nice because it's quicker. We haven't had any food lines, and that's amazing. But I think I'd rather have some fresh popcorn. Pluses and minuses there. Let's go get spooked and ride Haunted Mansion. We're getting ready to head on Pirates. We caught Haunted Mansion just in time. We almost missed it. It went down right whenever we were getting ready to go on. So, I got pretty lucky. We got to skip the pre-show, which once you see it once, you don't really need to see it again. So, we tried to ride Pirates earlier in the night, but the 15-minute wait that they was calling was clearly 30. So, now we're just gonna walk on. Pirates is one of my favorites, and I have a few of those here at Magic Kingdom, but we have about 50 minutes left, and that's just enough time to get on the two best rides, Tron and Mine Train. Wait times right now aren't too bad for either one of them, and you probably could ride one of them twice, depending on how you time it, but let's see how we do. On our way to Mine Train, I thought I'd tell you how I was feeling overall with tonight. Crowds are great. It's amazing that you don't have to wait for snacks at this event this year, so that's really good. Wait times have been really solid also. We're in line to get done about 10 rides, if my count's right, but we did queue early for the fireworks show. We could have fit in 2 to 3 extra rides. So you could get about 13-ish done, maybe 14, I think is a reasonable estimate for a Magic Kingdom after hours if you don't do the fireworks. Or if you queue really tightly to the start of the fireworks, which is fine because there's plenty of room out there. There were 24 options between rides and shows here at the Magic Kingdom, but you gotta think that those aren't of the same caliber as Hollywood Studios or Epcot. I'll give you my final thoughts on this event here in just a little bit. We walked over to Mine Train / Fantasyland from Pirates. Now you will get better time blocking for your money if you're willing to kind of bounce around just a little bit between the big rides. Instead of knocking out everything in Fantasyland and moving on, and knocking out everything in Tomorrowland and moving on. Obviously we started in Tomorrowland and we're gonna end in Tomorrowland, which was, of course, pre-planned. Tron is going up. It was at 20 minutes, now it's at 30. We'll see how much it climbs here at the end of the night so you guys can plan. Well, I would say tonight was quite successful. We really did everything that we wanted to, and perhaps a little bit more. We almost caught Tron for 2. However, we were about 3 minutes short, so we probably could have trimmed that somewhere, but just keep in mind at the end of the night, if you're wanting to chain ride a couple of those big rides. We pretty well walked on Mine Train, so that ride time is almost always inflated from my experience with it. Let's talk about After Hours in the Magic Kingdom. How does it compare to the other 2 parks that I've been to? Personally, I'm a fan of both Epcot and Hollywood Studios over the After Hours here at Magic Kingdom. But there are advantages to this one. One, you get an extra fireworks show. That's fantastic, but that takes away your ride time, and most people come to After Hours to ride a bunch of rides. You got to ride the 2 big rides in this park, Mine Train and Tron, which on a typical day together might actually, you could easily spend 3 hours waiting for both of those. Right there is your value. We rode plenty of rides. You probably could fit in a few more, especially if you want to skip the fireworks show. I had a fantastic evening. I love these after hours events. I love that Disney does them for all of us that just love to come and ride the rides. We stopped and got a few more ice cream treats. They really were serving them up until the end this time. I think the family of the group that would like Magic Kingdom After Hours would be somebody that really enjoys those nostalgic low crowd vibes. So if you used to come and the crowds used to be really low, then this will kind of take you back to that. If you're in it for the big explosive rides, then I feel like Epcot or Hollywood Studios would probably better serve you. But you can't beat an empty Main Street and an empty castle photo. I'll catch you soon in another video. Until then, bye!